Well, what's this all about? In the words of Carrie Curley, who co-presented Eurovision 1997, Eurovision never rests on its laurels.
And this year is
Well,
no
it might be
exception.
painful to be fair, but Carrie was absolutely right. Back then, she was talking about the introduction of televoting that was used for the first time in 5 of the participating countries. But if you journey forward in a Eurovision time machine, you would of course witness more and more new countries being invited to take part at Eurovision, the introduction of 1 and then 2 semi-finals, the contest welcoming Eurovision loving Australia to the contest, and only a couple of years ago with the partnership between EBU and TikTok being a thing. So the news yesterday that the EBU shared, namely, the Caribbean is coming to the Eurovision Song Contest 2024, has got us fans in a right old tiz. As Tom Jones sang, it's not unusual for the EBU to share snippets of information to get us all talking in the quieter moments of the Eurovision season, but the announcement has certainly turned heads. Some fans are suggesting that with TikTok apparently no longer being a sponsor of the contest, that perhaps the announcement is a precursor to the likes of Malibu or Caribbean Cruises being a new sponsor. Indeed, Caribbean Cruises had a bit of a post yesterday on social media as well. So could that be what it is? Or perhaps, and hear me out, it could be signalling an intent to welcome a nation or nations to Eurovision 2024. Some are suggesting this could be the case. But I hear you shout, they aren't members of the EBU. Well, not officially, but there is one country in the Caribbean that is an associate member. Look at this list. Who do you see? Just like our friends down under in Australia, and that is Cuba. Could Cuba be about to make its debut at Eurovision 2024? It's not like the next contest is coming down with participating countries. There are 37 confirmed so far, with the welcome return of Luxembourg, but that number is 3 less than the Turin contest only 2 years ago. Remember all the talk about Eurovision Latin America? Whatever came of that? And with there being no mention of a second American Song Contest and not a dicky bird about Eurovision Canada since the announcement a couple of years ago, now could be the moment for a debutante to take to the massive stage in Malmo. Cuba is a musically rich nation and is of course birthplace to bronze medalist Chanel, who of course represented Spain at Eurovision 2022. Could we see the likes of Juan Luis Guerra take to the stage in May 2024 or some other up-and-coming artist? It would be fantastic for another Spanish-speaking nation to join the Eurovision family, and let's not forget how helpful the contest is to making big careers for those who take part. Rosa Lynn didn't exactly get into the top 10 at the same contest as aforementioned Chanel, but certainly hasn't harmed her success story. Could the EBU be simply giving us a hint of new sponsors? Will Caribbean Cruises rock into Malmo Bay for a Eurovision after party that none of us will forget? Or remember, depending on how much rum is drunk, could we be about to enter a draw to win a cruise to the Caribbean? Or are we about to be delighted by the arrival of a new country, namely Cuba? I'm one of those fans, although old enough to remember Eurovision 1987 vaguely, I said vaguely, but says the more countries taking part at Eurovision, the merrier. So for me, when it comes to Cuba potentially taking part, I say yes or see. Let me know your thoughts on this latest teaser from the EBU. I love to read your comments, so let me know down below your thoughts. I look forward as always to reading those. But until next time, you take care. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.